Hey everyone. Uh, there's a heavy breeze blowing today, so the wind might not cooperate, might make a whole bunch of noise. Um, it's hard to find anywhere to go out in the bush here in Arizona because everything is either fenced off or they have no trespassing signs, and that was a big challenge out along the highways and stuff. I couldn't really get off road to do anything exploring of any appreciable. I don't trespass. People go to the trouble to put up fences and signs. It's a better outcome if you respect that. Um, if there's no fences or no signs, then I'm quite happy to walk on property. That's what I'm doing today. There's a lot of desert out here, and the big cacti and superstition mountains out there, and it's beautiful out here, and it's nice to walk around without a pack on. Um, the only evidence of snakes I found is this skin. It was probably shed yesterday. You can usually tell when it's real fresh, but it's a gopher snake. Back east towards Texas and Oklahoma and the Midwest, they're called bull snakes. There's a bunch of different species of them. Out here they're called gopher snakes. They can get 5 or 6 feet long. Bull snakes can get up around 8 feet. They're good rodent eaters. So I know the snakes are out here. Temperatures are only in the 70s right now, the high 70s, so anything that's eaten is going to be out getting some sun so they can digest their food, because it gets cold at night out here. I'm getting duped with the snakes. It kind of bums me out, but what are you going to do? But this was cool. It was neat seeing the snake skin. For those that don't know, that's snakes aren't like us. Like when we grow, we shed skin, we reproduce new skin, we grow out. Snakes don't have that ability, so they periodically will crawl out of their old skin as they grow and get bigger. And a lot of animals will eat these skins. They're full of something, some kind of nutrients. If you're starving in the desert and you find these, you can eat them, and it'll keep you alive for another day. But it's beautiful out here, and I'm almost at Phoenix. I mean, if you look on your map, Apache Junction is just it's just a suburb, eastern suburb, or western suburb. I keep saying eastern. I'm sorry about that. If you look at my posts, I say eastern suburbs, and it's because I'm backwards. But it's a western suburb of Phoenix, and from here I'll hit Mesa, and then through Mesa, then you cross over into Phoenix proper, and that's where the big city's at, I reckon. And then after Phoenix, it's just small towns, and then the California state line. And then from there, I'm not sure where I'm going. I'll figure that out once I get there. The roads in Arizona, the walking conditions from Superior to here were good. The traffic was wonky, so I did a lot of night walking because the traffic is less at night. And then well, I wanted to share an experience I had last night. It's a drag. My older brother, he always tells me, he says, take your camera everywhere you go. He goes, because you never know when the aliens are going to land and you can snap a good picture of them. So I generally do that. I don't go anywhere without the camera. But last night, I went up to Walmart to get some supplies and stuff, and it was about 9:30 at night, and I had a really good experience, and I didn't have the camera. I stuck the camera under my bed because I don't feel like carrying it. There's some wonky looking people out on the road at night, and I just didn't want to deal with that. So I walked up to Walmart. It's probably about a half a mile from where I'm staying, and I was walking, and I was just getting to the Walmart parking lot, and the edge of the parking lot is real dark, and then there's a bunch of trees and whatnot, and then there's a 4-lane highway. And I was getting right to the Walmart, and I saw this dog walking across the street, but it wasn't a dog, it was a coyote. It was one of the urban coyotes. I haven't heard one coyote at night in Arizona. which is another weird thing because there's a ton of coyotes here. But I've heard nary a one. And but anyway, so this was a coyote, and he was crossing the 4-lane highway in front of me as I was going into the parking lot, and I walked over into the parking lot, and he came up through that treat area and literally came right up to me. I mean, literally like it was somebody's dog. And I just froze, and it froze, and it kind of just looked at me. I had my stick, my dog thumper, and I had already had it out. I was just carrying it like this because of people. I just didn't want to deal with any bad people, so I kind of just had it up to my side, and I pulled it out, and I looked down at the little dog was literally this far away from me on the ground. It was like standing there, and it like looked up at me sideways, and even at night you can see them, these yellow eyes. And I stuck the thumper. I didn't hit him. I wasn't being aggressive. I just like really slow just stuck this out. I wanted to pet him, but I didn't. But I stuck it like right here on his face, and he like looked at me, and I looked at him, and my heart was just pounding. And I was like, this is like the most amazing coyote experience anyone could have. And I didn't have the camera with me. You know, it's one of them times when I guess if you have a cell phone camera, it would have been great because you could just. But I just stood there, and we had this moment. And it was very, it was surreal. It was not spiritual, but you know, animals are just weird around me. And I just had this thing like right on his forehead, like this. And he just sat there and he like looked at me, and I pulled it back and I like looked at him, and then I thought about touching him. I thought about reaching out and petting him, but I didn't. And then he just turned and he went back across the highway, and my heart was going, ugh. But it was like really cool. And it was a boy dog. He was pretty good size. He wasn't as big as our coyotes in Florida. The coyotes in Florida are mixed in with the eastern red wolves, so they're a bigger dog. The ones out here are scrawny. But I was told by somebody that there's coyotes in the cities here, that you'll see them, and they're urbanized here. They eat trash, they eat people's cats and whatnot, and such is life. They're in all 48 states. So if I ever manage to get close to some where I can sit and videotape them, I'll give a lesson on coyotes because they're really interesting. But it's really pretty out here. I could sit out here all day. It's not too hot out. Walking around, you get a little bit of a sweat going, but I've walked a couple miles out here, and I got a couple miles to get back into town. But it's just nice. I feel at home out here. I love this terrain. These bushes and these mesquite trees, and they're very unforgiving with their thorns and their stiff branches, and everything wants to hurt you and eat you out here. But it's as close as what anyone will get to like an alien landscape, other than what we're used to. But anyhow, the trip is going all right. I'm not going to give up anytime soon. I am getting discouraged. Not discouraged like I'm not going to make it, but it's just getting to the point where, all right, I'm done with this. You know, I've walked pretty far, but there's no sense in doing this if you're not going to go all the way, and I have no intention of giving up. My health is good. I've been gaining a lot of weight, which is kind of weird, but I've been eating good too, but that might have something to do with it. But last year this time I was losing weight a lot. I got pretty skinny, but anyhow. Well, anyway, I just wanted to make a video, so I have a video from here, and if I find a snake, I'll make a second video. So you guys have a great day. I'll talk to you cats later.